Yeah.
Morning, sir.
Yes. Good morning. How are you?
First question is, why did you establish the Southeast Asia Commonality of Seacom Research Foundation inside Bulacan State University during 2013?
I see. So since 2013, our Southeast Asia Commonality Seacom Research Center was built here in the Alumni Center, third floor inside the BSU, Bulacan State University. And then to introduce the background, the reason why I opened Seacom inside the Bulacan State University and in Philippines, introduce the background. Before that, why I'm here. In the Bulacan State University, because I studied here, Bulacan State University, my master and doctor degree, and then I start to teach since 2008. Something like Southeast Asian culture and history and Korean language, and sometimes business management. And since now, and 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I retired. So I'm not young, but I'm matured enough. So I'm so happy. I got a degree here, and then I opened research center here, and then I made some research to love Southeast Asian country, especially Philippines. What I can do is, through research, I found something. It is about the map, definition of a map through the historical research. So may I show you some about Seacom through the PowerPoint. This Southeast Asia Commonality Research Foundation, our motto is, we want to overcome prejudice, historical prejudice, cultural prejudice, economical prejudice. And we are looking for common goodness, common favor. So this is our research goal. And then to build better understanding and close cooperation among Southeast Asian countries. To achieve these aims, that this organization conducts a range of research programs, and then to educate generation in history and inherited proudness in culture for the adolescents of international marriage family or so. I have a very big interest. So Seacom research and refine the forgotten maritime history and culture in pre-colonial maritime Southeast Asia and its sea. Seacom's main concern is to let next generation know about our past greatness and pride in our culture and history. We are founder, Dr. Yu Jae-sung. He always enhance our Southeast Asians' brotherhood and equality by finding our common interest and concern and problem and its peaceful solution in our history, culture, socio-economic society during pre-colonial period to realize common goodness in Southeast Asia Sea for the future. And Dr. Yu Jae-sung is founder and first president of South Asia Commonality Research Foundation. And I am the second president, second time now. I want to say, let's call again our forgotten mother's name, Southeast Asia Sea, being existed since 5000 BC. Every individual has a name bestowed upon them by their parents that remains with them throughout their lives. Similarly, every sea has its own name, often given by the people who have lived near it for generations. So when you call me by my name, I know who I am. This underscores the importance of names in recognizing and honoring identity. It is crucial to call this sea by a name that reflects its significance to all the nations it touches. The name Southeast Asia Sea as a regional sea is suggested to more accurately represent the region encompassing Taiwan, Philippines, Vietnam, Brunei, Malaysia, and other surrounding areas. We have a memorandum of agreement for academic research, Bulacan State University, and then UP Visaya, and then Vietnam, Hanoi, and then Ho Chi Minh University, and also International Institute Technology Reformation, also we have in Philippines, and in Malaysia, we have agreement with Islam University of Malacca, in Malacca, Malaysia. Anyhow, our Seacom, we have endless passion to the lost historical greatness. We are, since I come here 2002, especially Filipino is the most modernized in Asia, most first democratic country in Asia. So their present and future more their interest. And they have interest family. But actually, I want to ask everybody, let's have a our past. In past, there are great our root. So let's study about past history and then found our root and our foundation, great foundation, common great foundation, Asian countries. This is the first time we build here inside the Bulacan State University. This is a third building in Alumni Center. We built 2013. We also bought a book from Singapore National University, around $500,000 worth of books. And then we try to do our best to support our scholars. So we have our Seacom flag. Red color half circle symbolize the tropical red sun, and green color half circle symbolize coconut trees. And blue color portion symbolize South China Sea. But I want to change Southeast Asia Sea. Yellow stripes here symbolizes 11 Southeast Asian countries. We have many events and conferences and seminars. So we have an induction ceremony in Bulacan State University and April 5, 2012. And first International Seacom Conference, 2013, Philippines, HIAS Convention Center, and then Bulacan State University Hostel. We invite scholars from Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam, and in Philippines, UP Diliman, UP Visaya, and then Ateneo and Bulacan State University. Conference 2014 Vietnam. We are second international conference. Topic was early Indian influences and transcultural encounters in maritime Southeast Asia. November 17 and 18, 2014 in Hanoi. We have a very successful conference in Hanoi. And first seminar and Bataan Peninsula State University for commonality beyond the differences among Southeast Asian countries in language and culture during 9th to 12th century. I can say I am linguistic scholar. My major study Asian language in Korea, starting my bachelor degree. Second Seacom seminar at Bulacan State University. Topic was commonality beyond differences among Southeast Asia countries. November 5, 2012, hosted Bulacan State University by Malaysia Political Attaché together. Third Seacom seminar at UP Diliman, and topic was chiefdoms. So chief state, and then about their history. Contours of complex societies in the Central Philippines. September 5, 2013, GT Toyota ASEAN Cultural Center, UP Diliman. Lecturers, we have two pillars. One is Philippine anthropologist, this Eric S. Cagino. He is in the Hawaii Pacific University. He's our main scholar, researcher in social anthropology. Successfully, we have a seminar in the UP Diliman. And fifth Seacom seminar, Bulacan State University, with about international marriage problem and then a guideline for future. So in our Bulacan State University Graduate School Library, we have, and then we invite CFO, Committee of Foreign Affairs. And fifth seminar, UP Bisaya, also 2014, Eric Cagino is the right side. And here, UP Diliman, now Graduate School Dean here. So we also have a very good time, UP scholars together. And 2014, Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam, also we have early Indian influences and transcultural encounters in maritime Southeast Asia. We have also very good seminar. And 2015, from May to July, we invite all UP Diliman professors relating to history and culture. So we have a lecture, seminar, Professor Rolando Castro, overviews of theories and methods, and Dr. Soledad Natalia Dalisay, biological anthropology, Professor Edwin Valientas, archaeology, and Dr. Nestor Castro, anthropological linguistics, and Dr. Carlos Tatal Jr., social anthropology. Then seminar, July 22nd, 2015, topic, Kapihan Unagayan China, Pilipinas sa Usaping West Philippine Sea. Professor Chester Cabalja, UP Diliman also. And same Dr. Jofe V. Santarita. He was our chief secretary, and in Philippines, most great Indian scholars, about India. He is most professional person in Philippines. He was our chief secretary, researchers. So these two persons, very much helpful for us to study past history commonality. And 2021, something jumping, webinar seminar we have. Malacca International Seminar to rename the South China Sea. And another international webinar seminar naming South Asian Sea. In 2023, another webinar seminar, Bulacan State University, Geographical Location of South China Sea and Maritime Kingdoms Voyage Frequency History on the Southeast Asian Sea. In 2023, we award Asia Peace Belt Award Justice Antonio to Carpio, because you can see in his, he declared, our Justice Antonio Carpio is our Philippine patriot, and then he's a leader to settle South China Sea dispute with China. He sued China, their illegalness of 9-dash line. He won 2016 December. He will sue again now. And then at the same time, he will, including change name South China Sea to Southeast Asia Sea. So very much appreciated to him. So he need a 1 year time to review our research result, because he is a lawyer. He's not anthropologist and a linguistic scholar or historian. And after 1 year, he accepted, and he said, the disputant states in the South China Sea, both maritime and territorial, should submit their disputes to voluntary arbitration by the International Court of Justice to resolve their disputes by peaceful means, by international law and the UN Charter. He said, if China refuses to participate, then the ASEAN disputant states should proceed among themselves with a voluntary arbitration and rename the South China Sea to Southeast Asia Sea. So you can see the map. On the left side is BC 5000 to BC 200, Austronesian area. The time, there is a name, Maritime Southeast Asia Sea. And second picture, by EEZ, UN, Exclusive Economic Zone, very much they are Vietnam and Philippines and China and Vietnam and Philippines and Malaysia, all they are a little bit crossing something, double. But still, there are center, Southeast Asia Sea as a public sea, we can make it. Another one is, last one is, as a regional sea, disregarding economic exclusive zone, you can make like this. South China Sea beside Hainan Island and then Taiwan, and then Southeast Asia Sea below 20 degree north latitude to equator, surrounded by Taiwan, Philippines, East Malaysia, Brunei, and Vietnam. That's why, thanks to him, we gave his Peace Belt Award 2023, because he declared October in Malaysia seminar. Seacom, we have a language class, Vietnamese language class, Bahasa Indonesia language class, Korean language teacher training class. Anyhow, we have our own Seacom team of training, but we have a very good magazine, Forgotten People, focus on overseas Filipino married person, their family. So we publish Forgotten People. We have a deep concern to the forgotten people at past and present. Under the Spanish colonial time, they never respect Filipinos' traditional greatness. Spain is always insisting we are greater than you. You follow us. So our past history disregarded and ignored. But we have our inheritance and our greatness in our culture. So, Magazine Forgotten People, Volume 1, 2, 3, and then we publish journal to redefine the neglected traditional identity and buried proud cultural historical facts by Western colonizer. First journal, Seacom Studies, Dr. Joffe B. Santarita, Dean Asian Center UP Diliman, Dr. Eric S. Casino, Professor Hawaii Pacific University, Dr. Retno Sujanti, Professor Sriwijaya University, Indonesia, and me, Bulacan State University, and Ban Kim Hong, Vietnam National University, Fajra Binti Mustafa, Malaysia University, and then another paper, Vincent Santos, Hanoi University, another natural resource and environment, and then Thailand, architect Crescentia. And second journal, Dr. Jae Seung Yu, our founder and president, and Dr. Joffe B. Santarita, Dean Asian Center UP Diliman, and Dr. Eric S. Casino, Professor Hawaii Pacific University, Dr. Luong Ni, Professor Senior Researcher, Vietnam National University, Hanoi, Dr. Lam Thi Mai Chung, Professor USSH, Vietnam National University, Hanoi, and me, Dr. Alicia P. Magos, UP Visaya, and Dr. Victoria, Dr. Eduardo, Bulacan State University, Ban Kim Hoa, Ho Chi Minh University, Thong Hun Tham, Professor, Hanoi University, and then Marlon A. Villanueva, Grant Operation Manager, World Vision, Papua New Guinea, Avi Mirabelas, OIC Commission on Filipino Overseas. Journal 3, Dr. S. Casino, PhD, teachers in the University of Hawaii, Justice Antonio Tirol Carpio, former Associate Justice of Supreme Court of Philippines, and Choi Mi, also, Eduardo Barcos, Dr. Yu, Bulacan State University, Dr. Hong Sa Guang is USA Yuin University, Durrani Abdul Rao, and Malaysia University, Islam University of Malacca, Dr. Thong Hung Tam, also Hanoi University in Vietnam, Nguyen Ung Bin, teacher, Oxbridge Group, Vietnam, Fajra Mustafa, Malacca University. So we have 3 journals, and 4 journals we will issue this year, 2025. We are ready to publish Seacom Journal 4, year 2025, to prove the existence of the maritime Southeast Asia Sea as a regional sea in the maritime Southeast Asia since 5000 BC. So naming Southeast Asia Sea campaign, it is to redefine neglected traditional identity and buried proud cultural historical facts by Western colonizer and China. So naming Southeast Asia Sea campaign, we want to overcome the prejudice. We are toward common goodness. So Nseas campaign since 2019, naming Southeast Asia Sea campaign, Philippines, Malaysia, we start already, and Vietnam, and we next Taiwan and Brunei, and hope Korea and Japan start, because this Southeast Asia Sea passage for their import-export, Japan and Korea. and USA also. So we make a common name Southeast Asia Sea, no problem with the China. Everything, we have to give a proper name on the map and then right definition of the history is a basic. Philippines will purchase many airplane, submarine, ship, whatever. It takes a time to defend our West Philippine Sea. And China, Vietnam is the East Vietnam Sea. Malaysia, East Malaysia Sea, Buruneei Sea. Because China insisting 90% of this sea belong to them. So first, historically, they are wrong. I will show you. Historically, they are wrong. So to prove maritime Southeast Asia Sea, we have to start the BC 5000 to now, till now. On the map, what happened? Maritime Southeast Asia Sea in Austronesian time. Austronesian time, Austronesia is starting from Thailand, people migrate for the better farmland because BC 5000, what happened in this Southeast Asia? Sea level come up 100 meters. So suddenly many islands come out. Before this BC 5000, Southeast Asia all will be connected together. Taipei, Philippines, and then Malaysia, Vietnam, all. That is the before BC 5000. Suddenly, BC 5000, water level come up, appear Philippine Island, Indonesia Island, something like that. And Vietnam and Malacca, there is a straight seas. So you can see here, Austronesians starting from Thailand, and they have, outrigger boat. They are good, boat beside there is that use this one. And moving better and better farmland, till the end, they become Hawaii. So the race, similar, the indigenous people, this area, that time migrate people. That's why some commonality. And BC 202 AD 1947, China independent. Before that, actually South China Sea is here only, in their history. And now, by the United Nations, we have a, exclusive economic zone. China only have this one. They have this. This is their exclusive economic zone by the United Nations. So, by history, Southeast Asia Sea should be here. So, with thanks to Justice Antonio Carpio, he is our leader to settle, peaceful settlement with China. He wants to sue United Nations International Court of Justice. Let's go together to keep the peaceful Southeast Asia Sea. Thank you.
Were the researchers for your pre-colonial historical research in India, Islam, China?
For this pre-colonial historical research, since AD 1 century till now, maybe we have to see the change of map, and then I can answer. We have to say about the map. Why we make a map? So, purpose of a map, first, in human history, every kingdom used to make a map to extend territory, to keep the sovereignty. Second, purpose of map, the ancient map made for navigation purpose by using monsoon seasonal wind for the Arab and Indian maritime merchants who traded from the Roman Empire, Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean, Southeast Asia Sea, and Chinese dynasties. You see, Roman Empire, their most favorite item is silk cloth, silk cotton, symbol of their richness and successness. Roman Empire in Europe, first to 14th century, 1,400 years. West Roman Empire, after East Roman Empire, Byzantium. You know, Turkey. Roman Empire moved from Italy to Turkey area. Anyhow, they continue. Exceptional map in history. Exceptional. China's 9-dash line is unlawful as it was suddenly invented. Very funny. And suddenly declared by the person Chiang Kai-shek, founder of Republic of Taiwan. In Taiwan in 1947 map. Maybe actually not 9-dash line, 12-dash line. All sea, all sea belonged to him. But Chiang Kai-shek, that time he was failed to fight against Mao Zedong. And he escaped to Taiwan from mainland China. And then why he suddenly declared, all the sea is mine like that. Very funny. Mao Zedong later changed 12-dash line, make a 9-dash line, because Vietnam very much they angry. So Vietnam is a communist country, right? That's why Mao Zedong leave it short, smaller 9-dash line. So still China insisting 9-dash line. Philippine patriot Justice Antonio Carpio, legal battle, legally fight against China. Very, very, very much great and great. But we people never appreciate him. Fight against the People's Republic of China. How? He's lawyer, he's our justice, retired already. And China 9-dash line is like that, like this. All see the area they say is ours. Then, by United Nations, EEZ, Vietnam is very big like that because this Paracel Island belongs to Vietnam. So like that, whoa, like this. And Philippines is like this, and then Palawan make a more bigger like this, Philippines. And Brunei, Malaysia. So actually we have a problem with Vietnam and Taiwan. But we are not, we can understand each other, but not like China. They conquer Pulse Island and Scarborough Island, make a airplane, airport, something, air landing. And they insisting is China, like that. They invade Vietnam and Philippines. So root cause of South China Sea dispute is China's 9-dash line. So I already told you in 1949 map invented by Kuomintang Party. So actually at that time map is location map of South Sea Islands. They don't make this is ours. Only island belong to this area. Island is belong to them, not sea. But 9-dash line encloses about 85.7% of the South China Sea. 85.7. Let's say history of a map. This is Austronesian time, BC 5000 to BC 202. There are Micronesia Sea, Melanesia Sea, Polynesia Sea, Oceania Sea is Australia here. And his maritime Southeast Asia Sea here. Philippines, Vietnam, and East Malaysia, this area. Old map, before Copernicus, our earth is round. Before that flat, square. Who invented this idea? Ptolemy. It's not right. But we believe. That's why their idea, how come Spain conquer Philippines, almost this is 15th century, before 15th century, they cannot, see, sailing because they think there's some falling down somewhere. Ptolemy, flat earth system. Center is earth, and then sun is go around. Center is earth. Before 16th century, Copernicus round earth system. Ptolemy is flat earth system, flat earth system. That's why 12th century Arabians Al-Idrisi map, because Arabian merchant, they come to Southeast Asia, they buy gold and then spice and then go China and then silk and then sell a lot money. They make money to sell Europe, especially, Italy, Rome. So Arab also same, Al-Idrisi map. And you can see here, above the Sahara Desert, Africa, and then, Europe. And here, end of map is Japan. There are no America here. No America here. Copernican system in 16th century gave a truer picture than the older Ptolemaic system, not Earth center. Nicolaus Copernicus was an astronomer who proposed heliocentric system that the planets orbit around the sun. This one. Now, before 16th century China, they are very much worried about sailing. They are land-oriented country. Through land, they are riding horse and then conquer, make a more bigger, their kingdom. But see, they sailing to Japan and at the end, come down to Philippines and this maybe at the end, down. Just move horizontally. India, Arab, this one. Oh, you come. You read the silk. So, Imperial Chinese map during 1st to 16th century, Han Dynasty, Tang, Song, Ming Dynasty, last dynasty is Qing Dynasty. They only open one port, Guangzhou port. They are waiting. Arabian Islam people come to China. And that's why South China Sea is like this. Han Dynasty, South China Sea is beside the Hainan Island and Taipei. This was original. They call China Sea Nanhai. Chinese Nanhai meaning South Sea. South Sea. Also written horizontally along the Taiwan, Han Dynasty, BC 202, AD 220. Okay? Around 500 years, 400. Han Dynasty, first dynasty. Confucianism starting from Han Dynasty. And next dynasty, AD 618 to 907, around 300 years. Same here, Chinese wall writing, Nanhai, Namhe. Here, Yellow Sea between Korea, Hwanghae, and Japan is Donghae. Song Dynasty also, Mongol become very powerful, China becomes smaller. That time, to survive, they want to the sea trade. That time, first time, they start to trade tax, make money. And then, actually, before Song Dynasty only open private traders can do. Before or after Song Dynasty, anybody privately trading, they sentenced to death. How much closed the society to the sea, China, because they are the center of the Asia. They think they are great people in land, but out of the land, they are very much afraid. Mongol conquer China. No more pure Chinese Han people, Han tribes. Even that time, they are more land-oriented people. They don't like they are very weak in the, navy. So Mongol tried to conquer Japan. They all failed. They all failed. Same. And after Mongol, China is the Mongol dynasty, Yuan dynasty, just 20 years. And after that, China, Ming dynasty, come back to Chinese tribes. Han dynasty, Ming dynasty, 14th century to 17th century. Ming dynasty, they have a very big expedition to Africa. That is a very famous navy, some expedition. Zheng He, here, Zheng He, Muslim eunuch, leader of the great expeditions to the Western Ocean, Indian Ocean, in the early 15th century. First time, because Zheng He is Islamic Chinese. So Arabian, they are born in good sailing people. Very big, ship. Many people then migrate and then they buy and sell. Not only 4 times like that. After that, they show greatness and then Zheng He go back his home, become a great people, Arab. He spent a lot of money. You can see after Ming dynasty, Chinese navy bankrupt. No more powerful navy anymore after Zheng He's expedition. Qing dynasty, last dynasty, South China Sea is like that. Go back, not great. So original location of the South China Sea on the map by maritime history, South China Sea should be located just above 20 degree north latitude in between Hainan Island and Strait of Taiwan. So historical settlement by voyage frequency and occupancy in South China Sea, we expedite for our Department of Education to publish pre-colonial maritime history in the national textbook for high school students with this new South Asia Sea map. So we will continue this naming Southeast Asia Sea campaign and research in Asia, Europe, and USA. And we'll publish a new map of the Southeast Asia Sea in their textbook. Thank you very much. Too long answer why you do this. Change name. Final aiming is Philippine DepEd accept this, and then high school textbook, change map. This is our final request. Korea also same. Vietnam, Malaysia, Taipei, China also. All over the world, change this Southeast Asia Sea map. It's correct. It's right. That is our campaign purpose. So we have to encourage the teachers and teach this research result and share with the students until DepEd decided change our map, Southeast Asia map. Thank you.